Dangerous out there. You'll notice today not seeing as much cloud cover, which means a lot of sunshine on our Fred Haas Toyota World camera. Actual air temperature currently sitting at 88 degrees. This is the warmest we have been at this time for the entire year. Today, we are easily going to hit the 90s. We hit it officially yesterday. But if you factor in the humidity, we already feel like the 90s. Heat index value, 95 here in Houston, 88 up in Huntsville. It is very hot out there, so please take those precautions. Drink plenty of water. You can see winds steadily coming in from the coast, gusting up to 25 miles per hour. This is creating a strong rip current risk, but it's also providing us with ample humidity. Storm Tracker 2 not showing anything out there, and as we head into the afternoon, not expecting anything. You'll notice temperatures warming up into the upper 80s and lower 90s, feeling like the mid to upper 90s. Now, as we go through the next few days, everything is changing. We're talking shower and thunderstorm chances, but Brittany, Andy, much more in our full forecast coming up.
Yeah, a lot to go.
Unsettled for our Thursday as a stationary front is overhead. And then looking ahead to Friday, we've got a flood threat as there's a 70% chance of showers and storms. That's coming with another front. You'll notice every single day starting tomorrow, rain is going to be our primary concern. Let's talk about tomorrow because we're going to start to see thunderstorms early in the morning for our far northern counties. We've been tracking storms up near Dallas, and it's possible by late this evening we'll start to see some storms dive into the north. This will be impacting areas well to our north: Madisonville, Lake Livingston, Huntsville, perhaps as far south as Conroe through the late evening hours. But I do think most of this will break up before it reaches Houston. In fact, for us here in Houston, not expecting much for that morning commute. You should be fine on the roads. But as we go through the day, we will start to see those storm chances really ramping up, pushing in from the west. You can see 11 a.m. dry here in Houston, but storms pushing in from the west. Certainly by this time tomorrow, we're going to be tracking heavy thunderstorms to our north and west. Frequent lightning strikes and intense downpours will be possible. You'll notice those deep red colors. That's the storms pushing in. By 3 o'clock, still going to be dealing with scattered showers and storms. So planning out your day tomorrow, extra time for that afternoon pickup, and know that that evening commute is likely going to be messy. Now, a lot of that activity should taper off by sunset on Wednesday. But remember, we're not done yet. In fact, Thursday, lingering showers possible. Friday, we've got a 70% chance, and that's coming with another flood threat. It's going to be highest north and west of Houston, but everybody needs to stay weather aware, especially Friday afternoon and evening. The benefit from it is going to be a big cool down. You can see most of the eastern United States seeing a huge drop in temperatures, and that's going to happen here in Houston as well. Saturday, cloudy, breezy, and cool with highs in the 60s. By Sunday, mid 70s. Today, there's a high rip current risk today across Galveston Island. You can see those waves extra choppy this time of year. A lot of folks start to head out to the beach, and you need to be extra careful. You can see that rip current risk. That's all the way from Galveston Bay, Bolivar, all the way through Matagorda. So when it comes to rip currents, I think the most important thing to remember is stay calm. That's because a rip current isn't going to pull you under the water. It's just going to pull you out away from shore. So the best thing you can do, stay calm, don't fight the rip current, and try to call for help. Let's talk about why this is happening. We've got winds very gusty, pushing on shore, gusting up to 30 miles per hour by the coast. That's creating our choppy waves, but it's also increasing our humidity, and that's why we're dealing with intense heat today. Right now, actual air temperature upper 80s, feels like the mid 90s. But Brittany, Andy, pretty soon we're going to pivot back to talking about cool weather. More details. But let's talk a lot more about the stormy weather because the summer weather, it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll notice Wednesday, a 60% chance of afternoon strong thunderstorms. Thursday, on and off showers possible. Thursday, less about the rainfall. Friday, that's when we've got a flood threat as a front starts to push into the area. So starting with the day tomorrow, we're going to be tracking thunderstorms through the overnight hours. You can see rolling in from the north, impacting our far northern areas from Madisonville over towards Lake Livingston, likely around midnight tonight. You can see some thunderstorms. I do think these are going to fall apart as they head to the south, but heads up, Huntsville, Conroe, Woodlands, you may see a thunderstorm or two after midnight tonight that could wake you up. But for most of us, we are going to start off our Wednesday on the dry side. 8 a.m., no problems getting to work. It's not going to be until we get closer to lunchtime that we'll start to see those rain chances really ramping up, pushing in from the northwest. You can see by 1 p.m. we've got showers and thunderstorms all across the Brazos Valley and up into the Piney Woods as well. These are going to keep progressing to the southwest, reaching Houston by the afternoon. This means your afternoon pickups, your evening commute home, likely going to be a mess on Wednesday. Plan for extra time as we head into Wednesday evening, though. I think by 8 o'clock, everything will quiet out. Now, that's just the brief break before we have that stronger front push through on Friday night. That's going to bring with it another flood threat. The flood threat highest to the north and west of Houston. In fact, look at forecast rainfall accumulation over the next several days. Areas south of I-10 seeing the lowest totals. North of I-10, that's where we can see 2 to 4 inches of rain. And remember, with a thunderstorm, you can quickly see even higher totals. Because of this, every day you're going to want to be extra cautious on the road.